everyone, this is Sugan Khanna. I'm a certified Drupal developer and I'm excited to offer a comprehensive Drupal training to help you unlock the full potential of this powerful content management system. So let's embark on this Drupal training journey together and unlock the endless possibilities the CMS has to offer. So let's get started with the fresh installation of Drupal. For that, I'll check here Drupal 10 download. I will download Drupal from this official website of Drupal. Although there are multiple ways of installing Drupal, one I have already shown installing Drupal via Docker. Here I will show you two ways. One is installing it via Composer, and another one is simply download the zip or a tar file and extract it. So here I will use the second one, download this Drupal zip folder. The file got downloaded, and now I'm putting it here at this path: C drive, XAMPP, and htdocs folder. So here it is, Drupal 10. I will extract it here. Here it is downloaded now. Let's rename it to something else. Let's say Drupal. Here you can see all the files are downloaded over here. Now open your XAMPP. Make sure Apache and MySQL is started. Let's start both of these, Apache and MySQL. Now go to the local host and check. Since the name of my folder is Drupal, I'm using here Drupal. And here it is detected. Now I will click on save and continue by keeping the English language default. Save and continue. Continue anyway. Make sure the settings file is writable. So I haven't created any database yet. Let's create DB database at phpMyAdmin. Or you can go to phpMyAdmin simply from XAMPP. From here also you can go by localhost phpMyAdmin. Now here create a new database. Let's keep it Drupal, as simple. So the name of our database is Drupal. You can choose any name as you want. The database which we have just created in phpMyAdmin, I'm using the same name here. By default, database name username is root and the password is null. So I'm using like this way. Save and continue. You can change this also while installing XAMPP. So I kept this all default. Now the Drupal is getting installed. There are certain set of modules which get installed. Let's keep the site name simple. I'm using it, saying it Drupal 10 or Drupal demo. Email address, anything what you want. Username, let's keep it admin. Password, I'm taking 12345. You can take any password in username. Since I belong from India, I'm taking default country India. Time zone, I'm taking UTC. I don't want here right now to check for the updates automatically, so I'm disabling this checkbox and clicking on save and continue. So here, as you can see, Drupal is installed successfully. So here are certain set of structural things which are used for architecting any site. Let's get started with content entities. So what are content entities? Content entities are a central concept in Drupal's architecture, which basically allows you to create, manage, and display structured content on your website in a flexible and a customized way. If I show you this slide, so it is also showing the same thing. It is basically used as a central concept in Drupal's architecture. There are a couple of examples of content entities, such as content types, taxonomies, forms. So these are just the keywords which we definitely use throughout our Drupal journey. Let me show you this one by one. What are these? Here we are in Drupal. If I hover onto the structure, here you will check the keyword content types. So what are content types? As the name suggests, it basically contains the types of content. So, content types in Drupal provide a way to structure and manage different types of contents on a website, ensuring consistency and the use of content creation and management. If you click on this, you will see by default two content types. One is an article, and the second one is basic page. In article, there are a couple of fields which got added. Now, what are fields? Fields in Drupal enables you to define and manage data. If I click on here, article manage fields. Here you can see the set of fields, body, and the field type is text formatted long. Then another field is comments, and its field type is comments. Similarly, image, it has image field. So fields in Drupal are basically enables you to define and manage data structure of content entities, allowing you to capture and store and display various types of informations on your website. And basically they provide the flexibility and the extensibility to tailor the content entities to your specific requirements. Let me explain you more in a layman words. For example, you want to create a new field of type number. You want to add a telephone number. So for that, you will search from here number. As you can see here, we are having this number. I will click over it and I will say here telephone. Save and continue. Save in field settings. So this basically creates an empty space in a database where your number, your values got stored. So here you can see there is a telephone got created. Now, if I go to content and add content and article, see we have created a new field in this content type article. So I'll click over here. These are the default fields: title, image, body, tags, and now here it is coming number. I will type any number what I want. You can apply certain validations also according to your country, which I'll explain later. Here you can put any body. I will choose Lauren Ipson. I'm just providing you an overview. Let's I have choose any title and I'm just saving it. Why it is showing an error? Go to the reports. Check here recent log messages. So this is showing error because the field which we have created contains the range of 1 to 64. So we have already exceeded the range. So I will put here a less range value. Let's say this. Save it. And here you can see now it is not showing any error. So this way you can create the content in the content types. So now I hope you are clear what exactly are content types and why we use it. Content types are basically used to define a various types of contents and that contains fields. You can create the fields of your own. You can create the content types also of your own choice. These are the building blocks of Drupal. If you want to develop any website, so this is a very basic thing which you need to know about. Second thing is taxonomy. Similar to the content type, there is another keyword. If you scroll down, there is a taxonomy. Click over it, and you can see there are a default tags available here. This is the vocabulary name. So, what is exactly taxonomy? Taxonomy is basically used to categorizing the content. As it is displaying over here, taxonomy is for categorizing contents. Terms are grouped into vocabularies. So, taxonomy in Drupal enables the classification, organization, and efficient management of content by providing a flexible system for creating and using vocabularies and terms. So, let's create one vocabulary. Now imagine you want to have different types of cars. So I will create a name here car and save it. I want to add a special type of car to each user. For example, user 1 contains a car BMW, user 1 having car BMW, user 2 is having another car. say Volvo. User 3 is having another car, say Maruti. So each user is having their own car, and I want to specify their details, the user details. So for this, let's add the terms here because car is a main vocabulary and I'm categorizing here. Let's say if it's too quick for you, don't need to worry about it because we will go into more detail in the further lectures. So for now, just imagine we are categorizing cars and there are different types of car here. So if I click on the taxonomy and if I see cars and click here list terms, this now there are several types of cars available over here. Now we have created this vocabulary. There is some way to add this vocabulary in an existing content type. For that, go to structure, go to content type, go to articles and manage fields, create a new field. Now I want to create a user and specify which car belongs to which user. So for that, here is a term, taxonomy term. Here is a field of type taxonomy term, and this is a reference field. So basically, we are providing the reference to the content types, to the nodes. So I clicked here taxonomy term, and I'm typing here type of car user has. Save and continue. So here, type of item to reference is a taxonomy term and it is allowing the number of values 1. I will show you later what happens when we choose the unlimited. Basically, unlimited is used to choose more than one. So here we are restricted to limited only and save the field settings. Choose car as you want. Here is also an option of required field. So if I click here required, so this is the mandatory data we need to add in the form. This is a field which gets mandatory. And here is also giving you a default option. Now which vocabulary we need to choose? There is a one default vocabulary which was available there, which are tags which I have just shown you, and another one is car which we have just created. So let me choose car here. Save settings. As you can see, a new field of type reference type is a taxonomy term is got created and it is using the vocabulary car. Now go to the add content part, click on content, click on add content, click on article. Now here I'm choosing person 1. I'm adding the details of person 1. You can add the image also of person 1. Body, details of person. Person is 23 years old. Person is a student. Scroll down and here you can see there is a asterisk coming. So that means it's a mandatory field. Now choose which car. I'm choosing, this is the autocomplete text box. So let's say I'm choosing Maruti. You can also choose another one. Just type the two or three characters BM, so it is coming BMW. So first term got selected and save. As you can see, person 1 is created and he is having car BMW. So this is a way we create the taxonomies. This is just an overview. We will go into more details in the next sections. Keep on practicing this for now. Play around more and more to learn Drupal more in depth. That's all for this lecture. In the next one, we will study more about the architectural part of Drupal. Thanks and have a nice day.